Fairplant BV in Emmeloord, the specialist when it comes to the production and supply of certified 1- and 2-year fruit tree rootstocks, the basic material used by fruit tree growers throughout the world. Cultivating rootstocks is done in so-called stool beds. These are compact root systems arising from horizontally planted, interwoven plants which develop new rootstocks afresh each year. The stool beds are cleared and swept in early spring to ensure that they get as much light as possible. This triggers germination in the stool beds, and we see the new plants emerge as red specks. Around May-June, the plants are roughly 40 centimeters tall, and the first so-called earth up is done. The soil surrounding the beds is worked loose with the rotary cultivator and earthed up. This enables the development of the roots. From July onwards, once the plants are growing nicely, a peat mix is added to the beds, consisting of a mixture of peat and sawdust. This makes the soil nice and aerated and increases its acidity, improving the growth of the roots. A fork is used to get the plants standing properly upright again. Next, the stool beds are earthed up a second time. From May to November, the plants develop from a dormant bud on the bare stool bed to a useful plant. Checks are continuously performed throughout the growth process to ensure any diseases or other harmful organisms are detected. If need be, measures will be taken. A ZPB2 plant passport is issued to certify rootstocks as being virus-free. This means that these plants are growing in an area where extra fire blight checks are being carried out, both in the nursery and in open ground. Fire blight is a highly contagious disease that is ultimately fatal to plants. The Netherlands Inspection Service for Horticulture, or NAC-Tuinbouw, regularly inspects the nursery and surrounding area and issues the certificates. The certification is made clear by means of the orange label on each bundle of plants. From December onwards, the rootstocks are harvested. A newly developed harvester is used to cut off the rootstocks just above the stool bed and pile them up on pallets on the back of the machine. This has to be done precisely so as to prevent damage to the stool bed. The stool bed itself remains fully intact and can be used for many years to come. Once harvested, the plants are taken away to be sorted. During sorting, the thickness is calculated, which is the diameter in millimeters at the level of the root crown. In order to ensure an adequate, uniform sorting process, a grading machine from Guizhou Grading Services is used. The plants are subject to stringent requirements. They have to be straight, and there must be roots in a minimum of 3 places. The plants that do not satisfy the quality requirements in terms of roots are replanted. These plants have an extremely good root system after a single season of growth and are sold as 2-year plants. Tight planning is essential for timely delivery. In addition to producing and selling fruit tree rootstocks, Fairplant is also the ideal source for fruit trees, rose rootstocks, avenue tree rootstocks, small fruit, and many other plant products. Anyone familiar with Fairplant knows what our name stands for.